record and let's share. Oh, was that a ding ding? Now where are they? Okay. Participants. There we go. I got it. All right. So let's go to the front and I will look at those people in the waiting room here and there.
If you want to make me like an admin, I'd be happy to let people in if that would help, Rachel.
Sure, that would be great. Do you know how to do that?
Sure don't. Sure don't. Just trying to be helpful. I think
Okay.
if you go to participants, you might be able to go there if you click on my name or something.
I can put you make a host.
We could try that and see if that helps. I don't know if that would alert me.
It might.
Perfect. Let's give it a try.
Oh, the host isn't allowing sharing. Okay, maybe let's not make you the host.
Wait, it just asked me if I wanted to admit somebody, so it is letting me admit people. So that worked, but maybe you can't share now.
Okay. I'm gonna reclaim then. And we'll just figure it out. All right, here we go. Let's get to it. Sorry, guys. We're used to tune-in time though, right? Alrighty, here it goes. There we go. End of month magic and setting the tone for 2026, hosted by me. Alrighty, if you do not know me, my name is Rachel Rieger. I am from Connecticut and I'm a bronze director here at pharmacy. I've been in the industry for over 4 years. I'm also a preschool teacher and have over 17 years of experience with teaching. I'm a mom of two boys, Tommy, who is 6, and John, who's 4, as well as a dog mama to my lovely Maltese 10-year-old Goober. So if you are in some of the chats or in the Team Bell space, you'll notice that before this call, I set out some little reminders for us to start getting our wheels turning before the call. If you had a chance to write down your answers, that is fabulous. If not, you can start writing them down now. That is to check in with yourself and track your progress. So some of these things I mentioned were what are your end of month goals and making those visible, about our mega party, thinking about what you are doing now that is working in your business, as well as what might not be working. And if you have a team, how you're connected with them. What do you want to do more or less of? Continuation. How far are you from your enrolling bonus this month? How about locking in your Mexico requirement? It's not too late. We'll go into that a little bit more. How about a one-time rank bonus, right? Some of you are on that month 3 of 3 of locking in a hefty little bonus, and we want to get you there. Do you have any at-risk or suspended members on your team? I know not all of us are leaders here, but that's something to keep in mind if we are. And for newbies, are you in the welcome program? Have you secured your freebies? Because in the first 4 months, we have some awesome freebies. And also to think about the next month ahead. And this is really important because we're in December now, and next month is January. So we're not only going into a new month, we're going into a new year. So think big. What are your goals for 2026? What one-time bonuses, not just bonuses will you be locking in? What trips will you be going on? What achievements will you unlock? Are you going to be thinking about the legacy circle, royalty circle, weight loss? Think about the year ahead and what you want that year to look like for you. So before we dive into each one of those, let's have a little mindset anchor. We want to empower rather than overwhelm. End of month magic doesn't come from pressure, it comes from clarity and intention. Holidays don't pause momentum, they reward. Sorry, holidays don't pause momentum, they reward the people who stay visible. You don't need to do everything, just one aligned thing, and calm, consistent action always wins. So we're going to break each of the questions, each of the bullet points I mentioned into 3 parts: why they matter, what it looks like when they are done well, and one simple action we can take today. So we're starting with make end of month goals visible. Why this matters. If your goals are vague, your actions will be vague. So for example, instead of I want to enroll somebody, say to ourselves, I need 2 enrollments by December 31st. I need 2 enrollments by the end of the day. I need 2 enrollments by the end of the week. Okay. That means maybe I need to do 10 conversations a day, 10 conversations that week. Whatever your goal is, you're going to adjust those conversations. For instance, when I was running for director, I was on one point doing 20 conversations a day. The more conversations you have, the more results will come. That means we are going to be posting and following up daily. Action. Write your goal on a sticky note, on your phone lock screen, the notes app you check daily, on a piece of paper, whatever works for you. As far as the mega party guests go, why it matters. Hope is not a strategy, names are. So for example, I have 3 confirmed guests, Sarah, Emily, and Jess. They're in the group chat or my Facebook event space, and I sent a reminder or value post today. If you have not created a chat or an event yet for your guests, if you are doing our mega party, which started today, do it today. It's not too late. If you do, send a connection message tonight to your guests. Okay. So some people I know, they have a VIP group and you're able to make events right in your group. And they made an event saying that they're a part of this mega party just to see if they can get a little bit more eyes. But of course, those one-to-one messages are always going to yield the best results. These are just some graphics that Brittany shared with us about being invited and some of the amazing prizes. And some people are really, really, really into the prizes. So, hey, worth reaching out about, right? Okay, now let's go on to what's working versus not working. Why this matters. End of month is not the time to reinvent the wheel, okay? Especially the end of the year. You can save that. you don't have to worry about that right now. So for example, if reels are working, do more of them, not different ones. Think about the ones that are working. What did you do with them? Which ones were engaging? And just do more of that style. If messaging feels heavy, I know some people don't feel comfortable messaging people that they haven't talked to in a while. Lean into warm audiences and stories. So, okay, you might not want to talk to someone you haven't talked to in 10 years just yet. How about you go to your stories and you see who's checking up on you every single day? Reach out to them. All right. Pick one thing to stop and one thing to double down on. Now, team connection. Like I said, I know not everybody here has a team, but maybe you might be working towards becoming a rising leader, right? Why this matters. Momentum multiplies in community. Examples, you might want to send voice notes instead of text, that even just with potentials, right? Not just team. Short check-ins instead of long trainings. Our attention span is really small. You might lose some people if you do those long trainings, right? Short, sweet, to the point sometimes works best. Public praise versus private pressure. However, I am going to say some people are not comfortable with being praised publicly on social media in regards to pharmacy. Just ask their permission before you post. Some people are just doing this solely for their discount and might not want other people to know, which is totally understandable. So I'd like you to reach out to one team member today just to connect, not to correct. That could even be your accountability partner. If you don't have an accountability partner already, I highly suggest you do that before the end of the year, or that could be one of your 2026 goals. Find an accountability partner. This is something that we do in my team space that is really helpful. When we invite a new teammate, we make sure to create a graphic, and then I send them a message in the team space, which includes our onboarding Canva link, which can be found in the Boards app. Another thing I like to do is send my my little videos. I typically take a video in the car after I drop off my first son on the way to work in the morning and just connect with my team. I'll send 30 seconds all the way to 2-minute videos, sometimes multiple. It just depends on what we're talking about that morning. And I noticed this works best for my team. I was doing voice memos at one point, but they like to see that, to see my face, but also there's just something a little bit more personal about a video, and they seem to react well with it. So that's something that's working in my business. I realized voice memos weren't working. I switched that to videos. Something else I do once week. I was doing it twice a week, but I found once a week works a little better for me personally, especially this time of year. I do shout outs. I make sure to tell the group what our group volume is, how many newbies we have, who's pending, total teammates. I go through our top 5 sellers. I go through our top recruiters. Typically, I show all the recruiters too and give advice on how to qualify them, any new rank advancements, anything like that. Towards the end of the month, I usually also shout out who's qualified as well as who is close to rank advancing. Now let's talk bonuses, trips, and requirements. This is huge motivation. Don't rush it, okay? Why it matters. People show up differently when there's something tangible on the line. So example, I'm only one enrollment away from the enrolling bonus this month. I can lock in Mexico with X points this month. Write those down. What's needed? Who can help you get there? When you'll follow up? Think numbers too. I always tell my team, break things down into numbers. It makes a difference. Then break those numbers down into smaller numbers. When you see a big number, it's going to be overwhelming, but chunk that, okay? It will be a lot less overwhelming. We have our holiday cash bonuses right now. Oops, somebody's doing a circle. How do we get rid of the circle? Oh no. Does anyone know how to get rid of this? Oh, it's gone. Okay, thank you. So we have our holiday cash bonus. If we have 3 to 4 qualified recruits, we get 50 US, 70 Canadian. 5 more, we get 100 US and 140 Canadian. That's money on the table right there, right? This is a graphic I created to help us visualize our Mexico trip. And I want you to see this, right? So if you are here, if you started last month, there is still time for you to get on this Mexico trip because we are able to have one grace period. So last month could have been your grace period. You just need 200 PV this month and 3 qualified recruiters to lock in your December qualification. Okay. You could worry about the total points for level 1 and level 2 later. But what's most important right now, we still have 5 days, you guys. A lot can happen in 5 days. Get that 200 PV, get those 3 qualified recruit. This is an amazing trip. I went on the one earlier this year. You're not going to want to miss it. And then you're also going to get an additional cash bonus. Okay. So lots of good stuff. Not to mention, with ranking up, pharmacy is going to give us some freebies starting at 9%. This is a nice graphic to track your success for the month with our welcome program, our rank up gifts, and our team building bonuses. So I have this for at-risk team members as well as suspended team members. Why this matters: retention equals leadership. Here's an example of something I have said to one of the team members on our team who is at risk. I also let my teammates know who, if they have somebody at risk too. So I'll say, hey, Meredith, just want to let you know XYZ is at risk this month, just so that they are aware. So if you do have any risk team members, maybe you want to send one reach out today to them, let them know that they are at risk for this month. To find the at-risk report, you're going to go to your back office and you're going to go to suspend risk reports. After you click this, I like to filter who's at risk. That way I'm only going to see the at risk. I don't want to worry about the green who's fine versus the at risk. I just want to focus on the at risk. So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to show their name over here, what generation they are, their 6-month PV, and that they're at risk. So for this person, I clicked on their ID. I saw that their last order was in July. They have 3080 total points. So her rolling PV is 30 PV. She needs 95 PV by month end to remain active. Why? Because you need 125 PV within a rolling 6 months. July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, 6. So, and basically next month, all of these July orders are going to drop because it's a rolling 6 month. Okay, I feel like that's a trading in and of itself, but that's a little breakdown for you. For suspended team members, here's an example of what to say. This is similar to the one that Brittany shared with us. However, we don't have the lovely $6 special right now, so I added our sample package in there. So if you have anybody who is suspended, maybe they're going to be one of your Mexico qualified recruits. Who knows? They already love pharmacy. And this is an example of what to say to them. The nice thing too about the suspended peeps is that they get to start their welcome program over again. To find where they are, you're going to go to back office, and under team management, you'll see suspended downloads. Welcome program and freebies. Why this matters: momentum starts fast or it stalls. So share what is on the table. We have incredible welcome program gifts, which, by the way, just the other day, I did notice the Full Blast mascara was out of stock, and they seem to have replaced it with the double lash extension. We have rake advancements, right? So each rank, you're going to get percentage back, monthly incentives, etc. If they're not in, get in. If they are, claim what's available before month end, especially those pharmacy freebies. If you're not claiming those, you want to snag those. Those work for your orders and customer orders. Right here, the December incentive. You do not need to place your own orders to get these. If you have somebody that placed a $250 order, you're going to get 125 PV. You want to snag that eyebrow and lash trim or that detangling brush. Okay. And these are multiples. You can get these multiple times. It's just based off of your PV. So claim those freebies. Welcome program gifts 1, 2, 3, 4, 125 within your first 4 months every single month. If you miss one, you're going to be done with the welcome program. So say I get month 1, I get month 2, I miss month 3, I'm not going to be eligible for month 4. Team building bonus for each qualified recruit, you're going to get to snag for up to 5 these freebies. Okay. And these are at what levels each of our group bonuses are. I just want to add, I share this group bonus level multiple times a month, every time I'm doing shout outs so that people know, okay, they're at 3%. How much farther do they need to get to 6%? They're at 12%. How much farther do they need to get to 15%? It's really good to have that visual. So let's set the tone for 2026. This is where the magic happens, why this matters. January doesn't start in January. It starts now in December. It's time to visualize. Tam shared this graphic with us the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to be there. I need to be in Turkey. Think rank bonuses, think trips, think legacy and royalty circles, think health goals, lifestyle shifts. Ask yourself, who do I need to become in December to step into this in January? You don't lose momentum during the holidays. You either protect it or abandon it. End of month magic is just choosing to stay visible, connected, and intentional. So I have a non-negotiable action before logging off. Plus, I have a little extra thing for those who want to stay. If not, no biggie. I want you to send one intentional message right now. Not tomorrow, not later, right now. Follow up with someone who is already open to pharmacy. Hold on. Let's see. It is 125. You have until 127. Invite someone personally to the mega party. Check in with an at-risk or suspended team member. Reach out to someone you thought of during this call. The message should be personal, value-based, sent before you log off, preferably within these 2 minutes. And we are going to have these 2 minutes of quiet time to send it because momentum loves speed and instant action and energy brings the fire. Stay close to those who keep that fire burning. I'm going to shut my mouth and set a timer for 1 minute because I've been talking for a minute to send that message. I'll work on it too. Okay, you guys, timer is about to go off. Did you send your message? I hope so. If not, you better by the end of the day. Okay, so you do not build belief when things are easy. You build it when life is full. The calendar's packed and you choose to stay visible anyway. And if magic isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters consistently. January doesn't start in January. It starts with what you decide to do after this call. Remember, I told you it starts in December. Momentum loves action. Confidence follows consistency. And 2026 is built by the choices you make today. So, this is the little extra tidbit that I had for you guys. And there are daily challenges for the last 5 days of the month to make that end of month magic happen. All right. Day one, which is today, visibility day. Post something today, December 27th, and choose a story about what you're using or loving, a behind the scenes moment, a personal win or lesson. Choose what works for you and focus on consistency over perfection. Nothing needs to be perfect, you guys. I don't have makeup on. I'm showing up, okay? Yeah, you can get all dolled up, but it's not necessary. You don't need to have perfect ring light, perfect background. Just show up. Okay? I tell my team that all the time. They see me folding laundry, hair up, gross, not showered. Just show up. That's what matters most. Seeing your face. Day two, connection day. Send 5 intentional messages tomorrow on December 28th. You could choose follow-ups, mega party invites. Like I said, it won't be too late to invite. The party is through the end of the year. Check-ins, team encouragement, whatever it is, you're touching your business. Focus on conversations that create conversions. Sorry. Day 3, Team Love Day. Connect with one team member on December 29th. That could be your accountability partner. That could be whoever you want. That could just be a voice note, an encouraging text, a shout out in the team chat. Maybe you notice somebody made a post. Maybe you notice someone did a story. Maybe someone hit a rank advancement. Maybe whatever it is. Okay. Leadership through connection is what your focus is going to be on. Day 4, bonus and vision day. Write down on December 30th how far you are from your month end bonus. One action that could move the needle. One 2026 goal you are claiming. Then share one in the team chat. Focus on clarity that creates urgency. Then day 5, we're going to finish strong on December 31st. Send 3 final follow-ups, post one more time, celebrate one big win. Your free meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay, thanks. Big or small, and focus on ending strong. So January starts strong. I'm going to end it with this quote. It says, Decembers are for dreaming of all the things to come. You're at the end, but what lies next is all that you will be. So close your eyes and wait. Oh, so close your eyes, sorry. And wait for dawn. The future's yours. You'll see. All righty, you guys. I'm going to stop recording somehow. Oh wait. Stop share. How do you stop recording? Oh, here it is.